Today, we are talking about how to use self-compassion with OCD, especially if you're someone who has a lot of OCD-related shame and guilt. We're not here to get rid of your intrusive thoughts. We are here to create a safe place for you when you do have those intrusive thoughts so you can get on with your life. As you already probably know, guilt and shame are the two most painful OCD emotions. They linger long after the intrusive thought is there. In fact, often people engage in a lot of mental rumination about this shame and guilt, making them feeling broken, maybe dangerous, and completely unworthy of love. I am going to teach you in this video a powerful evidence-based tool that can serve you when that inner voice is really, really mean. OCD, we know it as the doubting disorder, but in my experience, especially with my clients, we could probably conceptualize it as a shame disorder because so often you have these thoughts that are so scary and it makes you feel like, what is wrong with me? Why am I having these? Now, this shows up in all of the subtypes. You might have shame because of compulsions you're doing. You might have shame because of the content of your intrusive thoughts. You might have shame because this specific obsession and these intrusive thoughts are hitting on exactly what you value the most. So here is what I want you to know. That these feelings are not just side effects. They are what keep this cycle spinning. We've got the OCD cycle right here on the right-hand side. And what happens is the more you engage in this self-criticism, self-punishment, the stronger these obsessions get. And so what we want to do today is learn how you can practice one simple self-compassion tool to help break this cycle. Okay, so the skill I want to teach you, or the practice I want to teach you, is called tending to a friend. And it's us asking this really important question: how would I tend to a friend? And I'm going to go deep in this, so stay with me. So first of all, when we're struggling, for us, we're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? You idiot. However, if a friend was going through this, we would have a very, very different approach. So what I want you to do is grab a notebook. I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to write down what your answers are. So the first one is, what would I say? If your loved one was going through what you are exactly going through, you're having intrusive thoughts, you're having painful guilt, you're feeling terrible, you have no idea what's going on, you're feeling crazy, what would you say to them? Here are some examples. You might say, I'm so sorry that you're feeling this way. That sounds really, really hard. You might say to them, you didn't do anything wrong. Having a thought doesn't make you a bad person. You might say to them, it makes total sense that you feel this way and you're not alone. You might even say, I read on many articles that lots of people have this type of thoughts and that you're definitely not alone. Now, what I also want you to do is reflect on, if you were to think about how you would tend to a friend, what tone of voice would you use? Because tone matters. Would you be soft and warm, or would you be loud and sharp? That really matters. My guess is you would probably be more soft and warm, and you would say it with a degree of kindness in your voice. It would be calm, steady, slow. It might be gentle. Maybe the volume of your voice goes down. That tone matters. Think about it this way. If I said to you, like, it's fine, that's a whole lot different to it's fine, right? Those two same words, a tone really matters. Number 3 is, how do I feel towards them? If you knew they were going through exactly what you've been through, often people with OCD say, I would never wish this on my worst enemy, right? So if you knew exactly how they were feeling because you were going through it, how would you feel towards them? Would you feel protective, right? Like, I just want to help you feel less alone? Would you feel a degree of tenderness for them, right? Like, oh my gosh, they're going through so much. I wish I could take it away from them. Would you have empathy by going, oh my gosh, I've been there. I totally know what this is like. I don't want you to suffer. I'm so sorry, right? That feeling towards them would be different as well. Now, number 4 is, am I judging them or pitying them? Now, if you were to really check in, you would go, of course I'm not judging or pitying them, right? I just see someone who's struggling, see someone who's going through something that a lot of people and folks with OCD go through. You would say it's definitely not pitying. I actually admire them. I think they're so brave. Look at how they're handling this. I'm so impressed. right? You might also feel, and this is a really big one, I feel so connected to them. I don't feel superior. Often when we go through things together, we actually feel really connected and more connected than ever, okay? And so we want to reflect on this as well. Now, number 5 is, how is my body language towards them? Are you open and relaxed? Are you leaning in? Or are your shoulders tight and are you leaning away? Is your brow furrowed, or are you sort of smiling through your eyes? Or do you have a soft, gentle look on your face? Often people will say, like, I'd be facing them fully. I would give them my full attention. I would be nodding. Maybe if it was appropriate, I'd put my hand on their shoulder, or I'd give them a hug. I'd give them eye contact. I wouldn't just be looking off, looking at my phone, or like rolling my eyes or squinting. I would be saying, like, can I hold your hand? Do you need a hug? How can I support you? And you're leaning in. So the thing to remember here for you is everything you wrote down, you have literally got a script of how you need to treat yourself from now on. And here's the trick. I want you to practice this for homework. I want you every day to refer to the notes that you wrote down and the answers to those questions. And even if you have to fake it till you make it, I want you to start practicing every single part of that. Check with your tone. Check with your body language. As you're struggling, are you giving yourself a gentle, tender touch? Are you leaning in, or are you holding your shoulders back and squinting your eyes towards yourself, right? Are you sort of finger point out? Are you finger pointing? You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, if that's the case, we've got so much opportunity for growth. This is the goal of self-compassion, is to treat yourself exactly how you would treat a friend. Now, I had this beautiful thing the other day, which is I want you to treat yourself like you were somebody else that you were borrowed for a year. So if you had borrowed your friend for a year and they were inside you, how would you treat them, right? If you knew you were just carrying around your friend's wellness inside you, how would you treat them? Well, it's the same for you. We've got to take care of you. We're going to treat you gently and kindly. Now, if you're someone who has OCD and you want to learn how to incorporate self-compassion into a science-based treatment, we have an online course called Your Anxiety Toolkit. You can head over to cbtschool.com, or you can click the link below, and I will show you beginning to end exactly how I help my clients with OCD using a lot of these self-compassion techniques and other science-based treatment methods. Okay, so you can head over and check that out. Hundreds and hundreds of people have taken this course and said it changed everything for them. Now, as always, thank you so much. I'm going to strongly encourage you to check the next video here, because we're going to link you to something that will be perfect for you and next in your little journey on YouTube here with me. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.